My name is Vince Whiteman. I'm from Illinois. We're on vacation here, anniversary vacation in Colorado, Breckenridge, Colorado. Been here for close to a week, and last night two of our friends, my wife and I, were hanging out in the hot tub, and all of a sudden my friend Mark says, "Oh my God, look at this!" And so they wheel around and he says, "Ah, it's gone." And I'm like, well, okay, he saw a bird or something like that. But a little bit later, he'd kind of all shifted around so we could watch the sky, and all of a sudden this object comes floating. I mean, it's just traveling really slowly across the sky, almost like it's like, okay, maybe it's an airplane or something, but it wasn't. There was no noise. There was no engine noises. It was almost like if it was up to me, I'd say it was a hang glider. But it was pitch black in the middle of the night. The stars were beautiful, and this thing has like little red dots along the outside edge of it. And it's flying in kind of a V shape.
Give it a second for that airplane. Because that's what an airplane flying low sounds like.
Yeah, right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and there was absolutely no noise. I mean, it was probably 11 o'clock last night. We sat in the tub for probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and while we were in the thing, we're watching the sky. Probably saw 13 times something going by. They weren't always the same. One of them looked almost like an underlit gossamer parachute affair, but you couldn't see anything hanging underneath it, and again, no visible means of power. The thing was just quiet, almost like, you know, we were trying to convince ourselves that it was something we knew, like an owl or a bat, but nothing like that. And it was clearly way higher than an owl or a bat would be flying. I mean, it was so far above the trees. You know, again, a little hard to tell depth perception, but this thing, several of them had little red dots coming out the side. One of them almost looked like it was a cigar shape, you know, just kind of in a long line. And as it traveled really slow, and as it came over the top of us, all of a sudden you could see the outline of the second, what I'll call it a wing, and it must have been in a V or a triangular shape. But as it came, it kind of tilted so you could see both edges of it. And it's like, well, what flies on one edge and then turns sideways? I mean, it was just, it was so odd that we just continued watching, hoping that we'd see something. But the thing that was really impressed me was that they didn't all look identical. You know, it's like, okay, maybe it's just something circling around, but it clearly wasn't. It was always in a straight line. And again, like I said, you know, I personally witnessed probably 7, 8 of these things, and they had seen something a couple times before I got turned around in the hot tub, and then after I got tired and got out of the hot tub, a couple of our friends saw again 2 or 3 more times. So you're looking at a huge number of reoccurrences of something, and just totally unexplainable. Never seen anything like it. I hope to see it again, though. It's really neat.